the earth. So Yeshua, our Messiah, came. He made a way for us as nations to be a part of this blessing, brought us in, grafted us in. Now we're a part. We can participate in all these things. We're part of the family of God. But a few hundred years after Yeshua, Christianity decided to reject that promise, and they decided to come against those promises of God. And for 2,000 years, we had horrific persecution to the point where the early believers had the opportunity to walk hand in hand with their Jewish brothers and sisters, and they did. You guys probably know Christianity was a sect of Judaism in the early years. But after a few hundred years, things began to shift. A divide began to happen. They began to separate, and to the point where the Jewish people began to know Christianity as the enemy. For 2,000 years, they knew pogroms, crusades, inquisitions, and even the Holocaust, to them, was all done in the name of Christ, in the name of our Messiah, to the point that up until a few years ago, we were held at complete arm's length, and rightly so, because all they knew was convert or die, kiss the cross or die, and they thought any time a Christian opened their mouth to speak to them, it was with the intention of trying to convert them, change them, steal their identity. And that's what happened, sadly, whether we believe it or not. Whether, we're different, we could say that's not us, not our forefathers, but it was done in the name of our Messiah. Yes, I don't believe Hitler was a true born-again Christian, but he professed it. And that rhetoric went out all throughout the world. 6 million people were murdered because of it. So this is what the Jewish people knew. And I'm not here to dwell on the whole entire history. I know you guys know that. But a lot of times, we get tired. This past year, I wrote a lot about the past history and things. And I got a lot of responses. People said, can we get past this repentance talk? Why do we have to keep repenting? Why do we have to keep saying we're sorry over and over? That wasn't me. There were not true believers if they did that to the Jewish people. That wasn't my forefathers. I don't have any responsibility to repent. Well, let me ask you a question. I agree. That was not true Christianity. We're not true believers. That is not our Messiah.